he is so cute. I just want to, you know, test the waters. He texted me, he said we're hanging tomorrow. The red LEDs. So I get up, I go on top of him. So he's like grabbing on my waist and like my butt. Because of that, he had to choose between his reputation or me.
My titties purple, they plastic. I like my money Jurassic. This pussy pop back elastic. You bitches don't want no static.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wesley. If you do not know who I am, if you do know me, welcome back, bitch. So today's video is going to be about how I fell in love with the popular DL athlete at my school.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I fell in love with him. I low-key still am in love with him. Hey, if you watching this, I'm just kidding. That nigga.
Period. 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 Period.
Yeah, if you want to hear how I fell in love with this boy, it was like so popular at my school. Well, not so popular, but like everybody in my class knew who he was. Like, he played football. Like, if we went to school together and we were in the same class, you probably know him. But like, I'm not gonna do too much. Just, you know, keep it under wraps because I never want to like expose nobody or like make anybody question it. But if you want to hear how I fell in love with him, then just keep on watching. So this all started in like, I think it was the summer before junior year. Yeah, I think it was the summer before junior year. So this particular guy was dating this girl who also went to the same school as us, but like they were always on and off. Like when I tell you they were on and off so many times, that situation was like really weird. And then they would like, when they were off, they would go and like mess around with other boys or like other girls who like know of each other. And I don't know, it was just like a really weird situation. So one summer they were off and I was like, I just want to, you know, test the waters. Like, I don't know, it was just, I don't know, it was given test the waters. So towards the end of sophomore year, I remember I seen him at school and I was like, oh, he's so fine. Like, I would just do anything to get with this boy. Like, I don't know. Around that time, I was very like boy crazy and like always trying to hang out with boys, you know, up the roster. Now, I really don't care. I just let them come to me because they be coming. Back then, they were coming. I never really like went out of my way to like find them or get them. But like I would like, you know, do a little tap on the Instagram, you know, like follow, that type of stuff. Now, bitch, they come. They come. I just be chilling. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just be chilling. Hey y'all, Editing Wesley here. So to sum up what I just said, I feel like this was my thought process because I was such a young boy in the beginning stages of high school, let alone being gay. I felt like I needed to link with every single DL. I needed to have like that male attention just to like be something or like be somewhat important. I don't know. I definitely put myself out there more back then. Now I still do, but like to an extent. Like I really don't care for male attention. Like I don't care. It just comes naturally, not to sound like a stuck-up bitch, but it really just comes naturally. Yeah, I felt like that was just from me being young and like newly in high school. It felt like that was what I needed to do, link with every DL. To my young gay people out there, you do not need to link with every DL at your school. Girl, just find someone who really, really likes you because most of them really just trying to get a quick one off. And that's, So I seen him at school in the hallway and I was like, like, he is so cute. Mind you, I've always had feelings for him since like middle school because we were in the same PE together in middle school. And I don't know, ever since then, I was just like, I really, really, really like this boy. So seen him at school, like the days leading up to like the end of the school year. And I was like, I really like him. I want to, you know, test the waters. So we were always following each other on Instagram. So I was like, okay, let me go on Instagram, see if him and old girl are still together because, like I said, they've been on and off like their entire relationship. I go on his Instagram and her name is out of his bio and their pictures aren't up anymore. So I was like, oh. Oh, they happen to be off again, which means I'm about to get on that pecker and he's about to get in this puss. But on his Instagram, you know, I seen he had a recent picture up in his, you know, football uniform or whatever. So I said, double tap, bitch, you know. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You follow like 3 pictures, close the app, and, you know, throw your phone. That's how you secure the niggas. I liked the picture on Instagram or whatever, and I guess that like raised some concerns because he went and added me on Snapchat.
Period.
And when I seen that, I was like, oh my gosh, like what the freak. So I added him back, of course. When I tell you I added that man back with quickness, my thirsty ass, bitch, I wanted to get in them draws. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I wanted to mess around with that man real bad, real bad. So I added him back on Snapchat and, you know, he snaps me or whatever, but like he snaps like his shoulder and like the back of his headboard. So I send my eye. I am the king of sending eye pictures. Like I will literally send my eye to, you know, to signify us, you know, snapping. He sends his shoulder, I send my eye, and boom, boom, boom. That's how you clear the motherfucking room. Cause we start snapping or whatever. Yeah. We start snapping or whatever. He worked. Oh, I can't say where he worked. Oh, girl, this is federal. Oh, this is tea. This is really tea. Oh, I gotta be real careful. Okay, so we gonna call him. We're gonna call him Ranger because he was real country. We're gonna call him Ranger. Yeah. So Ranger was like, you know, he worked at I'm not gonna say. He worked somewhere close to where I live. I was like, oh, you work at blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, I've been working here for like a couple months. And I was like, oh, okay. So he worked there doing like this certain position. Baby, one thing about it, I want him to put me in several. He worked there doing this certain job or whatever. And I was like, oh, I don't know how to blah, blah, blah. So can you teach me? I really gotta be careful because people are gonna put 2 and 2 together. So I was like, oh, well, I don't know how to like blah, blah, blah. So can you teach me? Bitch, I lied. I definitely do know how to blah, blah, blah. Like you know, the stereotype about how black people don't know how to blah, blah, blah. Bitch, not this black person, bitch. I know how to blah, blah, blah. I be blah, blah, blah. You know, I know how to blah, blah, blah. You know, I know how to blah, blah, blah. You know? I was like, oh, you could probably teach me how to blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, I got you sometime.
Period.
And I was like, oh. You got me. You got me. You promised? Cause baby, once you got me, you is not letting go. I said, best, say less. I remember this one particular day, he was like, he needed a pop. I was like, I don't do that. Like, if you know me, you know I do not smoke. This throat is meant for other things, and smoking is not one of them.
Period.
It will never, ever be something that I could do. Like, I just can't. So I was like, you know, I don't do that. But my friend Gia, she, you know, she does that. So I can definitely, you know, try to figure out a way for you to get one, because if Gia can get one at her young age, then I'm sure you can get one. Mind you, we all like the same age, but Gia, she's the like youngest one out of our friend group. Well, Alanis, I can't even say friend group, child, but out of my friends, Gia's the youngest one, except for Alanis. Alanis is actually the youngest one, but Gia, she's a 05 baby, so. Anyways, but I was like, Gia does it, so I can definitely, you know, ask Gia, see who she gets it from, you know, maybe get you one or whatever. And he was like, oh, for real, you would do that? And I was like, yeah, of course, you know, trying to signify, you know, my spot, my position to, you know. But, so I text Gia, and I'm like, Gia, where you be getting your pops from? And I don't even remember. I think she like says like someone gets it from her, for her. She said that like she gets it from someone. So I was like, okay, well, is there any way you could get me one? And then she was like, get you one, bitch, you don't even do that. So I was like, it's not for me, it's for, you know, one of my nicks or whatever. She was like, bitch, I guess. So I was like, bitch, I'll give you the money, just can you get me one? And while we're on it, girls, let me just give you a piece of advice. Don't ever spend your money on a nigga. I don't care what it is. Do not spend your money on a man unless he is buying you whatever it is that you want, unless he's taking you to nice dinners, buying you flowers, buying you some Louis, some Chanel or something, girl. If he's not buying you nothing, you should not be spending your coins on no man. If he's not, you know, reciprocating, like, period. I don't know what it was about me in this particular moment. Oh, bitch, I was gonna trick for that nigga. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I did trick a little bit. I tricked like $15, but like still.
Oh, wow.
So she's like going through the process of trying to get me a pop. And then I think she asked me what flavor. And then I asked him, and I think he chose banana. And then I told Gia, and Gia was like, banana? What nigga smokes banana? And I was like, bitch, I don't know. That's what he wanted. Like, bitch, I'm getting him whatever he wants. Oh, she answered. Okay, Gia, you're about to be on camera, okay? I just have to ask you something. Do you remember when
Wait, are you doing the YouTube video?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Do you remember when I asked you to get me a pop, but it wasn't for me?
Yes, it's like banana.
Yes.
It was a weird ass flavor.
Yes, bro. Okay, that's why I wanted to call you.
Banana?
Yes, it was. All right, that's what I was calling you about.
Bye.
You want to say bye? Bye. So she gets the banana or whatever, and then she gets it from me. You know, I have it, and I told him, I was like, I have, you know, the pop for you or whatever. So he was like, okay, bet. Can I, you know, come get it? And then I was like, it'll have to be tomorrow, because I don't know what it was, but I was definitely busy that night to where he couldn't come that night to get it. So I was texting him. He was like, do you want me to come to your house and get it or whatever? And I was like, no, you could just meet me somewhere and like we'll get it, because I think I had work that day. So like I was just gonna be out already. So yeah, I was like, we could just meet up and get it or whatever. So the day comes, and like I'm on the way to where we decided to meet up. We decided to meet at this gas station. I don't know if I should say the gas station just in case he ever watches this and he's like, bitch, that was fucking me. And I'm like, ooh, you don't want to spin the block. You know what? Okay, I'm just gonna say it, bitch. We met up at the I think it's called the Circle K now, or Texas something. Was it Texas something? I don't know. It was like this rundown gas station right next to the Mexican dealership, and that's where we met at. It was like right by our school too. So I met him there. I gave it to him, and he was like, we was just talking for a little bit, and then he was like, thank you, I really appreciate this. You know, like I don't have anyone that can get me one, and like, you know, my parents, they don't mess around with that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, of course, like I got you. So after that, I was on the way to Brandon's aunt's house, and when I got there, we were like still snapping or whatever, and I remember asking him, I was like, would you ever like want to hang out sometime, like, you know, I don't know, chill, talk, get to know each other some more, be friends, like on some friendship. My thirsty ass was definitely not on no friendship. I wanted to, but you know, I had to, you know, make it seem like I wasn't, you know, coming on too hard, just in case he's like, you know what, I'm not with that gay shit, like get the fuck out my phone, bitch. I had to, you know, like play it cool, just on some friend stuff. So I was like, would you ever want to hang out? Us just, you know, as friends, and you know, get to know each other some more. And then he was like, yeah, I'm cool with that. And I was like, oh. So I'm geeked out of my mind. I remember I'm telling Brandon, I'm like, bitch, me and, you know, fuck, what did I call him? Ranger is about to, you know, set up a time, you know, hang out or something. I'm like, bitch, we got to hang out. And then he asked me if I wanted to hang out after he got off of work that day. And I'm like, yeah, we can. I just can't be out too late, but yeah, we could definitely like try to hang out. And he was like, okay, bet. So we still snapping or whatever. We were supposed to hang out. We didn't end up hanging out. He asked me if we could like hang out another time. He did not, you know, fulfill up to what he said, and we did not hang out that time. He asked to hang out one more time, and then I don't know what happened, but we ended up not hanging out. So at this point, I'm just like, whatever, like this boy is just gonna keep getting my hopes up, and then we're just like not gonna hang out. So I think I still have the text. He texted me and he said, hold on, let me find it. He texted me, he said, we're hanging tomorrow. And I was like, okay, like we're gonna hang. I said, KK. So that was that. And then tomorrow comes and we in fact do hang out. He came to my house, he picked me up. At this point, I was just like extremely nervous. I had really, really bad anxiety. So I was just on my phone scrolling, not really paying attention to like my surroundings or like where we were going. So he was like, we're going to like my house or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. So we go to his house. I meet his mom. She's really sweet. He introduces me as like his friend from school, or we're just like hanging out or whatever. I was like, hi, you know, trying to act like straightish, not too much. Cause I don't know, I just, I didn't want her like thinking anything. Yeah, so I meet his mom, I met his siblings, except for the one that goes to school with us, that went to school with us, I didn't meet him. But I met his other siblings or whatever. And then we walk to his room, we go inside his room, and then he's like, you can just chill anywhere, like whatever. And I was like, okay. So I go on his bed, I'm like sitting there. He's like, I'm about to play the game. He's like, have you ever played Modern Warfare? And I'm like, no, but I do play Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And like Team Deathmatch is my shit. I love Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And he was like, Team Deathmatch is so lame, blah, blah, blah. Like, you need to play Modern Warfare. And I'm like, I don't know. No, I'm not playing that shit. He's like, all right, you want to like try it though? Like, you want me to teach you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So he's like, come here, come sit. So he gets up out of his gaming chair, lets me sit in his gaming chair, and then he gives me the controller, he turns it on, and then he's like showing me like what to do on the game. And then like I start like actually getting into the game, and like I start panicking because like I don't know what the fuck to do because someone starts shooting at me. So he grabs, stop, I'm literally gonna cry. I'm literally gonna cry. I miss this boy, I'm not even gonna lie. So he grabs my hands and the controller, and he's like teaching me or like showing me what to do. And I don't know, that was just so freaking cute to me. Like, that definitely made me like him so much more. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That, I'm not gonna lie, that made me wanna, I'm not even gonna lie. After a while, his friends are like sending him invites to join their party. And he was like, all right, I'm about to play with the boys. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So I get up, and then he puts on his headset or whatever. And he's like, you can just chill and watch TV if you want. I'm not gonna be on here long, and we'll just like hang out after. I'm like, okay. So I'm laying in his bed, and I turn on the TV, you know, start watching Netflix or whatever. He's playing on the game. With him, it was just, I don't know, I felt like comfortable. Like a guy's never made me feel comfortable besides my ex, who I was with for like the longest time. And I was just, you know, between that time of like after us breaking up, I was just, you know, hanging out with guys, you know, trying to like, you know, be in my hoe phase. I was definitely in my hoe phase. But this guy, he like definitely made me feel feelings for him. And I'm like, okay, Ranger, okay. I'm just watching TV in his bed, and then a little while passes and he gets off the game, and then he was like, you still watching this? And I'm like, yeah, this show's good as it was Grey's Anatomy. He was like, bruh, no one watches Grey's Anatomy anymore. And I'm like, well, I still do. Like, bitch, I will rewatch and rewatch and rewatch. That show is good. Like, Bitch, don't try it. He takes off his headset. He's like, all right, let me see what the hype is about. So he comes and lays on the other side, but like, it's kind of awkward because like we're not laying with each other, but like we're both laying on the bed, you know? So he like turns his LED on and I'm like, oh, the red LEDs? What does that mean? He turns the red LEDs on. He takes off his shirt, his sweatshirt, and then takes off his shirt, and then he like has like his sweatpants on. He's just like laying in the bed, and I'm just like laying on the other side, you know, just watching TV or whatever. And then I'm like, is it okay if I use your bathroom? So he's like, yeah, that's fine. So bitch, I go in the bathroom and I'm geeked out of my mind. I'm like, yes, we're about to like I'm about to get some dick. I'm about to fuck on the nigga I've been wanting to mess with for the longest time, like since middle school. Like, I'm about to do my thug bizzle. When I tell you I was so geeked inside this boy's bathroom, thinking that we was finna, you know, do the do. I was like, oh my God, yes, bitch, you secure. Like, you are that bitch. Like, you are really about to mess around with this boy. Like, I was doing the most in his bathroom. I hope he didn't have no cameras because if so, that's embarrassing. But yeah, I was doing the most in his bathroom. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I like flush the toilet out like I used it and then, you know, wash my hands or whatever. And then I go back out and he's under the covers. And then I'm like, is it okay if I, you know, get under the covers? Because I'm not gonna lie, he had his room cold as fuck. And I had on sweatpants. I had on a short sleeve, so like I was still cold or whatever. So I was like, is it okay if I, you know, have some of the covers? And he was like, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. I get under the cover. He like tells me to come here. I'm gonna cry thinking about this. I miss this boy, I'm not even gonna lie.
What? Child. Anyway, so
he's like telling me to come here. So like I come here or whatever, and like he tells me to like lay on his chest. So I lay on his chest. He has his other arm wrapped around me, and the other arm is like on the remote, and we're just laying there watching Grey's Anatomy, bitch. And I'm like so geeked out of my mind. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I'm really laid up with this boy right now. Like, this is really crazy. Like, what did I ever do to deserve this? Like, thank you, Lord. Thank you. But yeah, so we just laid up, cuddled up or whatever. And then he like grabbed, oh, my punani's getting wet. I'm not even gonna lie. My punani's on tsunami right now. So he grabs my chin and he like pushes me towards his face to like give him a kiss, and we just like start making out, bitch. I put this on everything. We're laying there in his bed watching Grey's Anatomy, making out. Not to mention, the boy smells so freaking good. Like, oh, like it was just making me want him even more. Like I was just ready to hunch and bunch, baby, cause oh my God. Bitch, if there was any instance where I could get pregnant in this lifetime, it would have been that moment right then and there. Because I, 10s across the motherfucking board, 10s across the board. And I'm like, oh, bitch, you hit the jackpot. Like, you really pulled this boy. Like, you know how there's always that somebody that you like really want so bad, but you just think you would never pull them? Bitch, that was me. But I actually pulled him. And bitch, I was about to pull him into this puss. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He was gonna get some puss. I'm not even gonna lie. He was gonna get this puss. We're making out or whatever. We're just laying there kissing. And he like starts grabbing me to like come on top of him. And like, so I get up and like, I go on top of him and I start, at this point, I'm like getting skinny. Like I'm skinny and like I'm getting a little thicker. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So he's like grabbing on my waist and like my butt, and he's like gripping it. He's, stop. Oh my God, stop. I'm literally so wet right now. But Khalees be like, I'm wet. Cause that's me right now, I'm wet. I'm on top of him, we're still kissing. He's like gripping on my ass and like on my waist and stuff. And like, he's like thrusting. And I'm like, oh my God, are we about to do the deal? But bitch, out of nowhere, he's like, wait. He was like, are you sure you wanna do this? And I'm like, yes, I wanna do it, nigga, come back. Like, what the f? He was like, I don't want to do anything right now. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Like, did I do something? And I tell you, my heart fell into my ass. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Did I do something? Like, is it me? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'll stop. And he's like, no, come here. Like, it's not you. And he was like, y'all, what he told me will forever sit with me. Like, this man said, I don't want you to think that I just want you for your body, because I actually really, really like you. And I was like, y'all, when I tell you, that made me, like, he was like, I don't want you to think that I want you for your body. Like, I actually really do like you. Boy, we have been snapping for like 2 months now. And what do you mean you want me? Like, what? You can't have me. You are straight and you are on and off with this girl. We go to the same school. We're both popular. Like, this is not gonna work. I was like, you're just saying that. And he was like, no, like, I'm so serious. Like, I know you got hella hoes in your phone. In my head, I'm like, yeah, and do will forever have hella hoes in my phone.
Period.
He's like, I know you have hella hoes in your phone, like, and I know they're just trying to like get with you and stuff, but like, I actually really like you. Like, I don't want you to think that I'm just trying to get with you and like only want you for your body. And I'm like, oh, damn. Part of me low-key wish he only did want me for my body, because we would have messed around that night, but we didn't. All we did was literally kiss. That was literally it. I did not, you know, I didn't do none of that. Like, we literally just kissed and that was it. But like, it wasn't awkward or nothing. Like, after that, we just like talked and like, we just said that we was just, you know, gonna stay friends, you know, keep getting to know each other and like not do nothing and like see where it goes. It started getting late and then he was like, what time do you need to be back? And I was like, I low-key need to be back pretty soon, because like it's getting late and I don't want to be in trouble. So he's like, okay, come on, I'll take you home. So we're walking back. I say bye to his siblings. I say bye to his mom. And he opens the door for me to get inside his truck and he drives me back home. Before I leave, we kiss. We literally like kiss for like 45 seconds in his truck, like right there in my parking lot. And then I get out and I'm like, text me when you get home, like, so I know you made it home safe. And he's like, yeah, I will. I go inside and that's what it was. Like, we're still snapping even after this, like for the days after this. And you know, I'm still getting to know each other more. We were snapping so much so that he ended up on my best friends list. And if you knew me back then, you knew it was hard to get on my best friends list, because I snapped the boys on my best friends list religiously. Like, I don't know, something about them boys was just, and I was just snapping them. So like, anybody, like, it was hard for anybody to get on my best friends list, especially like my female friends. I did not want no females on my best friends list. I don't know why back then, like, I just didn't like it. So he started moving up on my best friends list, and I'm gonna insert the picture actually. He was 5th on my best friends list. School comes around and he's still on my best friends list, but he's like low, like he's 5th. He was either 5th, 6th, or 7th, something like that. No, I think he was 8th. Yeah, he was somewhere on my best friends list. So yeah, he was on my best friends list or whatever. And then I remember he was in class with his friends, and his friends, I don't know what really happened for real. I just know what I was told. His friends seen his phone and seen that I had snapped him. So his friends took his phone and was like, you snapped this faggot, like what the freak? And like, they like are like clowning him or whatever for like us snapping or whatever. And then they see that I'm number 1 on his best friends list. Sure was. If it wasn't for y'all little insecure DL boys who was talking down on my man, but at the same time some of y'all was trying to get with me. Yeah. I sure was number 1 on his best friends list, because like, bitch, not 4, not 3, not 2, but 1 on his best friends list, bitch. While he was number 5, 6, or 7 on mine. Damn, you with me that hard, and I was out here thinking I was with you hard, but the whole time I'm a whore. I'm a whore. They seen that I was #1 on his best friends list, and when I tell you, they started clowning him. Like, it was horrible. Like, they were like calling him gay and all this stuff, and like making fun of him and all this stuff. And because of that, he had to choose between his reputation or me, and obviously he chose his reputation, which I don't blame him for, because one, you're straight, supposedly, and you're very popular at our school. You play football, you was in track, and like obviously a lot of people knew you, so like you had a reputation to upkeep. Meanwhile, I had a reputation, but I was known as, you know, the gay boy or whatever, you know, the gay boy with a fat ass. That was what I was known as. So yeah, he chose his reputation over me, which is understandable, it's fine, whatever. And he unadded me. So he unadded me. I seen that I was unadded. I was like, what the fuck? So like, I'm going throughout school, like low-key sad as fuck, cause I'm like, dang, this boy really just unadded me. Like, I wonder what is going on. Then I don't remember who it was that told, I think it was Khalees that told me, either, I don't know. Someone told me what happened and how, like, the reason for him unadding me or whatever. Are you sleeping?
Trying to.
Oh, sorry. You're being recorded right now.
What you mean?
For my YouTube. Do you want to say hi?
God, big Khalees in the building, not the little one you talking about, young.
Oh. Anyways, I have a question.
Okay.
Were you the one that told me about how, like, how the boys found me in phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It was Khalees. I was right.
Told me.
Oh, not the name drop.
Just block it out. Told me, and somebody else. I don't think it was. I'm not sure though. But they were talking about. No, it was probably. I don't freaking know. But they told me all the tea, and you know how to run back.
Yeah, very gay. Good life. Swear yeah. But yeah, it was Khalees, and yeah. For if your friends don't tell you what other people is talking about you,
Yeah, that's not your friend.
that's not your friend.
That's not your friend.
But anyways, that's what I was calling you about.
Okay.
Alright, you wanna say bye? You wanna say bye?
Bye, y'all. I need me a nigga with a big.
Oh, bye. Y'all, so I just took a little time to gather the receipts to, you know, put in here. And I came across this one picture I'm gonna put right here. And that just goes to show, like, y'all niggas was hating on me from the beginning. Like, seriously, like, y'all couldn't have just let me and this man be on each other's best friends list. Like, it's just a best friends list. Like, ain't nothing major about that. But yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy. And I was like, oh, okay, well, it is what it is. Like, I'm not even gonna stress it. A week or two go by, he adds me back on Snapchat. We start talking. He apologizes for unadding me or whatever. And then we start snapping more. We try to keep it like between us. And then he gets caught up again by somebody. I don't even remember. I think it was like his closest friend. And then he like checked him about it. And because of that, he blocked me. And when I tell you I was blocked for like the longest time, like I was blocked for forever. I was blocked until he made a new Snapchat. And even on his new Snapchat, he won't add me back on Snapchat. Like, I've been adding him, but he won't add me back. So I was like, you know what? It is what it is. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and block this new Snapchat because I don't want to get my hopes up or nothing. If he comes running back or whatever, I was like, okay, it is what it is. So, but yeah, he blocked me. And then I found out, like, him and old girl, you know, the one that bitch, they was on and off. And, like, they was getting back together. And I was just like, damn, like, I'm really losing my nigga. That was that girl. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I was in love with that boy. Like, I would cry. I cried over him once.
Oh, wow.
I always would like thinking about him. I always talked about him to the gang, telling them like how much I miss him, how much I want him, all that stuff. And you know, that was that. In school, even after like he blocked me, it was low-key weird. Like we would look at each other and he would look at me and then turn his head like really quick, and I'm just like, damn, like that's how we're acting now. Like it's so weird. And then I went to one of his track meets, because I remember whenever we hung out that one night, he was telling me about like how much he's excited for track season and how his parents don't really come to see him at track as much as he would like. And I was like, well, sometime I'll come, you know, see one of your track meets or whatever, if it's at home, because if it's away, I most likely will not go. He was like, I really like that or whatever. So I came to his track meet and I seen him, and it was just like, I don't know, it was awkward. Like he talked to me because like a situation had happened, so like he had talked to me. And I think the situation that happened was actually involving him, because I think he got into a fight, if I remember correctly. Boy, you're supposed to be running, not swinging your fists. But like after that, it was like we never really talked the same. That is the story about how I fell in love with the popular dude at my school, and then he got caught up, but he had to choose between his popularity or me, and he chose his popularity. Meanwhile, if he would have chose me, bitch, we probably would still be together right now. Damn. He missed out on getting some good puss, because I would have put it on him. Oh, I would have put it on him. But yeah, that's the story about how I fell in love with the little popular athlete at my school. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you like, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, because if you're not subscribed, I don't understand. How are you not subscribed yet, girlfriend? Like, come on. And I see some of you niggas is liking and watching too. Thank you. But if you're not subscribed, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and press that subscribe button. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. Let me know some more videos that y'all would like to see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.